acting as a bridge between bankers, financiers, academics, and archivists, the European Association for Banking and Financial History held its annual conference in Warsaw, Poland on June 7th and 8th, 2013. The European Association for Banking and Financial History are not people who just dust off and peruse old archives. They instead strive to uncover, in history, experiences that can be discussed in the present in order to facilitate decision-making in the future. Examining the history of past economic crises helps to more effectively shape the future landscape of an increasingly globalized financial architecture.
It's actually a very important question for Europe. Are we going to become a country where we focus finance on nations and retreat back into our sovereign constituencies, or are we going to build a European financial market that is fully integrated and where cross-border flows are all but natural? For the time being, it looks as everybody retreats within the borders.
The theme of this year's conference, co-organized by the National Bank of Poland, was foreign financial institutions and national financial systems.
Nowadays, it is one of the main subjects in banking circles all over the world, but also a topic which politicians and ordinary customers of banks often take into consideration.
Specific issues elaborated during the conference include the cross-border activity of banking institutions.
As a result of globalization and deregulation, the presence of foreign banks in both advanced and emerging economies has markedly increased.
The impact of financial institutions on national banking systems.
Since the start of the current financial crisis, some people have been inclined to connote financial markets and institutions, especially those operated on an international scale, rather with destruction and not development.
And future trends in international banking.
As we can see, the change in cross-border relations is very deep. So there is also a new task for policymakers. The environment in which financial institutions operate should be adjusted accordingly. We should be more insightful supervisors, able to understand increasingly complicated businesses. We should be smarter regulators, appropriately adjusting law to give the supervisors appropriate tools. And what is maybe the most important, that we should be clever diplomats, able to influence the incentives and behavior of foreign owners and their supervisors and regulators in order to have the local financial institutions operate in a way that is most supportive for our economy.
Founded over 20 years ago, the European Association for Banking History promotes and supports historic research to enhance understanding of the financial industry.